Hi guys, and welcome back to Mindset Makeup Mondays. My name is Jordan Bone, and in these videos I talk all things mindset whilst doing my makeup. In today's video I'm going to be talking about times when you feel that you have no motivation, you have no energy, you feel meh, you have writer's block, you have no creativity, you just feel like that spark is a bit dim right now. So things to do to get you out of that and into a mode of let's do this, let's get on with it, let's do all the work we need to do, let's have some fun, let's feel good, which is key to all of it. So all of it is all about feeling good. So if you'd like to hear all of my tips, then please keep on watching. So guys, a few things. First of all, there might be some rain sounds in this, but let's just say it's relaxing, okay? I have a skylight above me, so every time I film when it's raining, it's like, you hear a bit of drizzle, so apologies about that. Second, what is this? What is going on? This isn't even a spot anymore. It's just left like a lump on my head. And also, so today I was so excited to start filming again. It's been a while. So my last video was filmed even before I went to America. I've been to America, I've come back. That holiday was amazing. But yeah, I was like, what do I actually film today? So I want to do obviously a Mindset Monday because Monday, and I need to have a mindset video up. But I kind of would really love your input because all of the mindset stuff is kind of second nature to me. So sometimes I'm like, well, people will know this, people will know that. And I get sometimes it's always good hearing someone else's perspective. But at the same time, I kind of would love some of your guys' input of specific topics. If there's anything that you would like to hear, then please do let me know. So with that in mind, I was messaging my friend and she was like, oh, what are you up to? I was like, ooh. She was like, oh, what are you up to? I was like, ooh. I was about to film a Mindset Makeup Monday, but I don't really know what topic to go for. I want these videos to be really insightful for you. I'm using Too Faced Born This Way foundation as most of the time I'm using it because I just love this. And she was like, well, talk about that. How to, be motivated and inspired even when you're in a bit of a funk, or if you're tired, or if you just feel unmotivated, uninspired. And I was like, that's so true, because I'm still showing up for you. I'm still going to do the video. I'm not just going to have a strop and be like, oh, I'm just not going to do it today, because I need to do it. And, it's not always about content, too much content. It's about actually, oh my God, there's thunder and Chloe's here and Chloe's scared of thunder. I was saying, I think it's a lorry, but that definitely was thunder. So yeah, it's not about producing too much content all the time. You want to have good content, but then at the same time, I want to make sure that I stick to this schedule. So that is kind of what I've committed myself to, if that makes sense. So with that, obviously, it can be, oh my God, what am I going to talk about? And for anyone else at home, you guys might be thinking, oh, I feel uninspired about my work. I feel uninspired about an idea, maybe some content creation, anything like that. And I would say there's a few things that you can do to get yourself out of that feeling of, oh my God, this is a bit annoying right now. I can't think about anything else. I'm in a funk. I'm uninspired. I feel like I've got writer's block, whatever it may be. So what I think a great thing to do, and this would probably be my number one, is change your environment. So if you can, get out of the house and go somewhere. Kind of take your mind off it for a while and just get out of the surroundings that you're in when you're feeling that mind block, or that funk, or that just uninspired feeling. Or even if you just can't be bothered and you're having one of those days where you just want to do nothing, but you have so much to do but you don't know where to start. I would say getting out of your environment, changing your environment really does help, because it can bring inspiration and it can kind of just bring you out of that emotion of feeling kind of pissed off at yourself and annoyed with yourself that you can't get out of this funk or this slump or whatever you want to call it. I don't think our little friend on the forehead is gonna go away. So we're just gonna embrace it and be like, hi, this is my new friend. Doesn't want to leave me right now. Really needy, really attached to me. It's all good. Another thing to do, I would say, to get out of your uninspired moment would be to move that body of yours, move that amazing body that you have in the way you can. And you know, I say this as a paralyzed woman, you can still do something. There's still something, even if you can only move your head, like move there. Just do the things to raise that energy. Changing your physiology is really key to changing your mood. And a lot of this uninspired feelings, like lack of motivation, a lot of it is all to do with, you know, your mindset, and also kind of your body, maybe how you slept the night before. There's a lot to do with it. So I would say move that body. And when I say move that body, you can either go to the gym, dance around the house, just be silly. Being silly is like underrated. Like being silly can really help you to connect with your inner child and help you have fun and help you kind of change like the mood, change the tone, and change your mindset in that moment. So if you're feeling like meh, like I felt a bit flat the other day as well, and I was okay after a while because what did I do? Oh, I changed my environment, so that really helped. Like I did something basically, but that really helped. But I think what really does help as well is move your body. That's why they say like exercise brings endorphins. And I know I've said that a million times, guys. I know I've said like movement is key, but it really is. Tony Robbins actually made me realize this, because when I was there at Tony Robbins, all those years ago now, I just remember feeling so like empowered when we moved our bodies and we just did this motion. We were just doing this and like breathing, which takes me to the next point. Meditation, or doing some breathing exercises. You can do breath work, meditation, or just being mindful of your breathing. You know, if you're in a bit of a meh sort of energy, you can either be feeling anxious, so your breathing might be a bit rapid, or you might just be like literally no energy. But truthfully, a lot of the time it's not because we have no actual energy. It's that we feel that we have no energy, and we make ourselves feel like we're tired or that we haven't had much sleep, even if we have had all the sleep. But there could be other things going on in your life that may be making you feel distracted, make you feel unmotivated, because your energy is being taken up by something that maybe doesn't serve you. So be mindful of those things as well. Be mindful of the people you're around. Be mindful of the energy that you're expending to other people, and be mindful of your words, your thoughts and your words to yourself. Another great way, a fantastic way to get yourself in a great space is tapping, EFT tapping. Now, all of these things are great for every single aspect of your life. Like they can all make you feel good in general, and that's what it's all about. That just proves like feeling good can bring about so many things in your life. It can bring about creativity, inspiration, drive, excitement, just pure happiness. And with that, like I said, all of these things all come from the same space of positive energy, healing energy, changing your energy for a better energy, like trading it in. So let's trade in that flat, uninspired energy for some great energy that is truly you. And I think it's really important to be honest with ourselves. Like, you know, sometimes we can just be unmotivated and feel a bit uninspired and all those things just in general, because sometimes it's just like, I feel like today I was like, I feel like I've said everything I need to say. Clearly haven't. But that was the mindset I had. And the thing is, because I had that mindset, it's like, that was the outcome. It's like, well, I didn't have another topic to talk about. This ended up being a great one. So thanks, Sam, for giving me the inspiration for this video. Because otherwise I would have been sitting here thinking, what do I talk about? So yeah, EFT tapping is really great. And if you'd like to hear more about EFT tapping, you can, where have I got it? I don't know if I've got a tapping video. Let me know if you'd like a tapping video on here. I have one on Instagram though. So you can go to my live IGTV and see them there. I've got a couple. So being honest with ourselves is super key. Like if all those other things haven't worked, or if you feel like actually, I want to just sit here and discover what is making me feel kind of in not the high vibe place, then it's really great to just sit with your feelings, sit with your emotions, and allow those emotions to come up. Because it could be like, it might not be that you're not inspired, you might actually just be feeling low because of something that's happened. And if you're unaware of it, or if you're thinking and you're trying to bypass the situation and you think, well, it can't be that, like I have all these great ideas, I always do well at my work, I always do well in life, like I'm not going to let something get in my way, I'm not going to let something make my energy change. Well, sometimes it does, and I think sometimes it's important to be honest with ourselves and be like, well, what has changed around me? How do I feel? How do I feel different from when I last did this or that, or whatever it may be that you feel like you want to feel inspired by or motivated for? Sit with it and sit with the things that maybe there'd be something that you haven't healed recently, or something that you need to discuss. If there's something else on your mind that's taken up too much energy, so you're not able to get yourself into a different mode of, wanting to do the things that you need to do. Or even, it could even be stuff like, sometimes even fun things. If you're not in the best space, or you just feel lazy, or you might just want to have a rest, like that might be it. But sometimes there might be other things contributing. And a lot of the time, it's easy to just look at the obvious, but sometimes there could be other things, that you kind of try and ignore. So with that, you can journal on it. You can even speak to somebody, but sometimes having some time with yourself and kind of being honest with yourself and thinking about the things that kind of could be making you feel a certain kind of way is important. And then it's up to you what you do with the information that you've gathered for yourself. So once you have the data and the information, that's when you can make other decisions. So you may have to clear something out of your life, or organize something, or you may have an important call that you need to make, or like you need to contact something about, like, I don't know, sometimes I have to do things like at the house, as we all do, and you think, oh, I can't be bothered to do that. But it's like maybe clearing that space, so then you can have space to create something that is something that you want to do. So the thing is, if we do these hard tasks that we don't ever want to do, there's certain things that you think, oh, I'll get back to that some other day. No, get that hard task out of the way. The hardest task, sometimes do that first, because once you've done that, you'll make so much more space for yourself that you'll be like, okay, you may feel way more inspired, you may feel really good, because you've actually achieved the thing that you thought was going to be really, really difficult to do. And I'm not saying it won't be a difficult thing to do, but like the thing that you dread the most, that you feel like as an adult, or even as a teenager, whatever, but as an adult, like it may be something that you think, oh, I'm really dreading doing it. Just think how you'll feel once you have done it, like, because it will be out and that energy will be released from you for now. Okay, another thing, literally guys, have some fun. Give yourself a break if you can. Then I think it's important to, like, if you feel like your energy is not in the space that you want to be, and you want to do things and you want to feel good again, like just do something that will inspire your inner child to have some fun. So for me, say if you can't always maybe be with your friends or whatever, because people may be at work and you're doing things, but say if you're on your own and you can't go somewhere, if you can do that, if you want to, but otherwise do something else that will inspire your inner child, that will spark your inner child's joy. So for me, it's singing, and I really love to sing. So I know that my inner child loves to sing as well, because I've done it ever since I was a kid. So doing things like that. And sometimes you may feel like, I haven't got time to do this, I've really got to be doing this. And it's like, okay, but if you're not kind of moving forward with the things that you really need to be doing right now, do something like that is going to make you feel good for now, because then you'll have more motivation and inspiration. And here's one that I need to start remembering to do. And it's not sleeping on your dreams. Like, do not sleep on your dreams. And what I mean by that is, say if you have a really great idea for something, and it's nighttime and you're in bed and you are just laying there and you're like, oh, great idea. One, the reason you're getting the great idea at nighttime is because your subconscious mind is more relaxed and your conscious mind is relaxed. So everything's relaxed. So the things from your subconscious mind is coming through easier. So you have more ideas at nighttime because you're more relaxed. So with that, it's like, do not sleep on those ideas. You think you'll remember it. By the morning, you probably won't. I know I don't. And that is something I need to remember, that if I have a good idea, I need to write it down. Because sometimes I think, this seems like something so, like, of course I'll remember it. Like, it sounds like a great idea. It sounds like I'll easily remember that. And then I'm like, I don't remember. How do I not remember? So remember, don't sleep on your ideas, don't sleep on your dreams. Remember to write things down that could actually be helpful in times when you do feel less inspired or motivated, or you have a great idea and you think, wow, this is actually going to lead me to great things in the future. I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Naked Reloaded palette. I like this palette. I like using this palette for 90s looks as well, but today I'm going to go for like smoky eye, because I filmed a look like this about a month ago, but there was no sound, and it's happened a few times, so touch wood, there's going to be sound in this video. So yeah, do not sleep on those dreams, guys. Like, remember what you think about at night time. And sometimes we just have to just do things, and it's like sometimes we can do all of the things that I've said about, like doing, like, you know, changing your environment, moving your body, having a like sit down with yourself to think about things, tapping, all the things that I've just said. But sometimes it may just be the case, and I think sometimes we need to just release that control, and if we can, to just let ourselves be in that moment, because sometimes that just happens as well. So it's either that, or if you can, just do things, like just do it anyway. So I've done this in a way, I've just done it anyway. Thanks for my friend for thinking of this idea, because it's so true. And like, you may find some of this really like helpful. That being said, I think it's so interesting that all of the things that I suggest are all of the things that I suggest for every day, for all the time. Like, if you're feeling any kind of way, these are all the things that you can do to kind of feel good and to get, you know, in the best space you can. It's like, I think sometimes we make things more complicated for ourselves than we need to. And I think sometimes we compare ourselves with other people's productivity. And it's like, you know, that saying where people go, you have the same amount of hours as blah, blah, blah in a day. It's like, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's the same for everyone. Like, everyone has different lives. Everyone has different amounts of help. Everyone has different resources. Everyone has different responsibilities. Like, so that doesn't really count in my opinion, because yeah, we do. We all have 24 hours, but we all have different 24 hours. We have different lives. We all have different responsibilities and lifestyles and all of that. And we have different health as well, which is a massive thing. But it doesn't mean we can't do things. It just means sometimes we can just be a little easier on ourselves. And I think that is really key as well, to have such a good relationship with yourself that you understand yourself enough to be like, well, actually, right now, it isn't necessarily because I am uninspired. I am being lazy or unmotivated or just like meh, feeling down or whatever it may be. Sometimes it might be just, I simply can't do that right now. And that's fine as well. But I think it's about learning the balance and learning yourself, learning who you are, becoming so self-aware that you are aware what is the issue here. So I think that's why it's great to like kind of sit back and kind of come back to yourself sometimes as well, to figure it out what it may be. Another good thing as well, guys, really is a good night's sleep. And I know that's so basic, but it really is. I mean, I don't necessarily have the best ever sleeps, just because I don't. But, you know, I just know the difference when I've had a great night's sleep, you know. So making sure you have enough rest for your mind, body and soul is so important. I'm going to be putting some black eyeshadow on. This is a NARS one. So I need to put my head down a bit. It's called Nightbreed. So I'm just going to shove this all over my eye. Shove it on. And so, you know, professional with this. And I always think, like, if you're feeling kind of more in the terms of, you know, you are just feeling, say if you are just feeling lazy, like, you have got options, you do know what you need to do, but you literally just feel lazy and you just can't be bothered. Think of all the reasons why you'd want to get it done. Like, think of those reasons and think of why you're being lazy. Like, why? Like, think about those things, because that's so important as well. Like, just do the things. Once you've done it, you'll feel so much better. Literally. Is there a fear there? Is there a fear of failing? Is there fear of judgment? All of these things can contribute to how we perform and what we do with our lives. And it's like, really, when you bring it back to like the end of the day, it's like we get fearful about, you know, what other people may think, but at the end of the day, they're not living our lives. And I think when you get to the end of your life, that is like something people like would always say, like they just regret the things that they didn't try, the things that they didn't do, the things that they wanted to do but they didn't do. And what is the point in that? Like, you are good enough, you are worthy enough, and the only person who's telling you otherwise is yourself. And if you do get knocked back sometimes with certain things, and someone does say maybe you're not good enough, or someone does say you're not right for this position, if you're going for a job or something, like, just keep trying, because all you can do is keep trying. The only failure is to give up on that dream and deciding you're not going to try anymore. And I've got black on my face. Deciding you're not going to try anymore, because then you've just decided, you've given it in to, you know, that. You can find a way to be better at what you do, and that is why feedback is always good, and it's not failure, remember. I say that in virtually every video. It's not failure, it's just feedback. And when we have feedback, we can just become the best version of ourselves ever. The people who don't want to hear the feedback won't grow. And none of us like criticism. And I think sometimes we do take things more personally. So I did that self-tape the other week. Like, I've done a couple now. And I did one for something really quite cool. But I didn't even hear back. And that really sucked, like you don't get any feedback. But I've learned that's the way it is, and it doesn't mean give up, and it doesn't mean I have to feel stupid. I did the audition when I was sick for one, and I had to sing when I had a cold, so what did I expect? And that was my second ever self-tape. So with that, it's like I didn't necessarily get feedback. So that can be a bit like that thing of like, why are they not calling me back? Like, you know, I'm being ghosted. But really it's like, okay, next. There's something about the smoky eye sometimes. And I'll tell you what, another good thing, like this is completely different, but you know, say if you're just feeling a bit like not yourself, not necessarily to feel motivated, but just so you feel like good about yourself. It's like, remember to do those things that make you feel good. Like if you're like someone who likes wearing makeup, put your makeup on. It literally makes such a difference. Sometimes you need like no makeup days and it's good. But if you're just not feeling great about yourself, or you're not feeling in the best space, but you want to kind of do that, fake it until you make it kind of thing, which is not always what we need to do. We need to actually acknowledge the problem. But sometimes you just feel not so confident. Do those things that make you feel confident. Do your hair, get your nails done, put your makeup on, and remember the bad bitch that you are, because you are truly. We can sometimes believe that we're not. And if you see someone else who you think, oh my God, they're so, you know, they're so confident, they're so, they've got it all together. Remember, they still have days when they don't feel it either. And someone may look at you and think the same. So remember that. But that can be a topic for another time. But I'm going to be putting some red lipstick on. I'm wearing this lip pencil, but it doesn't exist anymore. It's from Urban Decay. It was a Gwen Stefani range, but it was in 714 if you can find it. And I'm wearing MAC Ruby New. I think that's all I have to say about the topic that we had. But let me know what your pick-me-ups are for when you're feeling just unmotivated, maybe writer's block, if you feel like you have no energy to do your work, you just feel in a slump and you just don't want to do anything and you just feel like meh. Let me know what your tips are for that, because you can help each other in the comments. And I've even got black eyeshadow on my forehead. So guys, that is the final look, and that is the conversation of today. I hope that was helpful in some way, and please let me know in the comments what helps lift you up in times where you feel meh, or you get writer's block, whatever it may be. I hope you like this look as well. Hopefully my friend isn't here next time, but we'll embrace her. You know, just having fun on my forehead right now. But I hope you have a great day, and please give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe, and also click that notification bell so you know when I upload. Sometimes it might be a bit sporadic, but I do try and have a Mindset Makeup Monday on a Monday. But yeah, leave me some comments below as well. It always makes my day. Let me know if there's any mindset topics that you would like to hear from me, or any videos in particular that you would like to see from me. I think you're all amazing, and I want you to remember how amazing you are, how worthy you are, and you deserve the world. All your desires are meant for you. So sending lots of love, and I'll speak to you next time. Bye guys.